Hey guys, Dino here on what is a miserable and cold day outside, but that doesn't matter because I am going to be tasting this beer from Les from 2HandZ Brewing. This is his Melons, Mo Problems, and some of you guys who follow Les may recognise from the label that this is the beer that Les brewed up at Bacchus for the Battle of the Pails back at the beginning of the year. Now I've actually poured the beer up in advance because when I took the cap off the top, Les, I could see that it was heavily carbonated and yeah, starting to rise out of the bottle, so I stopped filming and actually decided I'd pour the beer up and then we'd just start recording from here. So thank you very much for this, Les. So there's the beer there. I've just let it settle down a bit. It did have probably about 3 or 4 fingers of head when I first poured it up, but yeah, I've let it sit for about 5 minutes and it's calmed down nicely. So there's the beer there, Mo Melons, Mo Problems. Beautiful colour. It's from here, or looking into the camera, it's another nice burnt orange slash from the side it's sort of got a nice sort of grapefruity sort of orange colour to it. It looks fantastic. Head is sticking around nicely, nice tightly packed bubbles on the top. So it's looking fantastic, Les. I've been dying to try this beer because I know I've obviously followed your videos and I knew this was the beer that you brewed up for the Battle of the Pails. And I'll let you guys know now that this was the beer that won overall. So this was picked as the best pale ale overall. So I'm dying to get into it. There's a bit of info on the bottle, but what I'll do is we'll get an aroma first, and then I'll tell you what's written on the side. The first thing I'm picking up before the hops is the melon. So this has got 3 types of melon used. So there's rock, honey and watermelon. That was in secondary. So I'm getting that melon for sure on the top. And then behind that there's a nice sort of tropical slash citrus hop aroma with a sort of touch of sweetness there, so it smells fantastic. So yeah, just quickly what's written on the side. So the hops are Eldorado, Mosaic and Citra, so it's a fantastic combination. I love all 3 of those hops, especially now after trying the Eldorado for the first time in one of Les's other beers. And then, it's also got the Hill Melon hop in it as well. So yeah, 4 hops. And then, like I say, it was racked onto the rock, honey and watermelon in secondary. So there we go, guys. I'm going to dive in. Thank you very much, Les. The fact that it's won the Battle of the Pails, in my mind, I'm expecting it to taste really good, and I'm sure it will. So cheers, Les. Cheers, guys. Let's dive in. Ooh. Doesn't disappoint as soon as you have the first mouthful. First thing I was getting was the melon. Picking up the watermelon, and I think some of the rock melon. Now I'm not a big melon eater per se, so I'm not sure what the honey melon's like, but yeah, definitely getting that sort of watermelon, rock melon flavour, and then followed behind nicely with the hops. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, definitely get plenty of melon on the tongue. Carbonation is good. I mean, it was pretty lively when I poured it up, but it's actually settled down nicely, and it's I wouldn't say it's overcarbed. I'm wondering if the melon has added some sort of body to the beer, and it just caused it to create a big head when it was poured up initially. But yeah, no, lovely carbonation, and the bitterness is very nice as well. Seems to be quite highly bittered, not aggressively, but you can get a nice sort of bitter bite there, which, you know, smooths away really nicely. That is a fantastic beer. I can see why it did so well, and in fact won the competition. The other thing to bear in mind, this is now 4 months old, so it's may have lost some of its sort of hop punch, but it's still a fantastic beer 4 months down the track for sure. There's still tons of flavour from the melon and the hops, getting some malty sweetness, but not a huge amount, maybe a little bit of caramel. That is a fantastic beer. I haven't ever had a beer with melon in it, and it works beautifully with the hops. I guess it just carries on the theme, you know, the goes well with the sort of the tropical and the citrus sort of notes from the hops. The melon just, you know, it's like a fruit salad. You know, I don't know if you made a fruit salad, you put everything in and it all works together, and that's exactly what this beer does. It's a fantastic beer, Les. It's aged beautifully. I mean, yeah, hopefully you've still got some more of this. What else can I tell you? Yeah, so I don't know if you'll pick that. You won't pick it up if I chuck it on the ground, but if you can pick that up, you might want to just pause the video and see if you can read that. So that's a bit more information on the competition, and on this side is a little bit more information about the beer and Bacchus, etc. So yeah, no, that is awesome, Les. It's right up there with the best of your beers that I've ever tried, including the last beer mail. And I guess the reason for that is it's just got so many flavours in there. But yes, going down a treat, I could easily knock a few of these back on a hot day. So what more can I say? I think I've said it in a past video. Would I drink it again? Definitely. Would I go out to a shop and buy a beer like that? Definitely. And thirdly is the other thing, and I think this is sometimes it's the most important measure of a beer. You know, you say on camera it's a great beer, but would you recommend it to friends and family to try? And 100% definitely would. Yeah, that's a 10 out of 10 beer, Les, and thank you very much for that. Well, I'm going to stop, guys. We'll catch you in the next beer tasting, which is going to be Mike and Caleb's Ginger Ninja beer, which I'm really looking forward to. Big fan of the ginger beers, so stay tuned for that, and we will catch you next time. Cheers, guys. Over and out.